Welcome back, everyone, to Planescape Torment. We return to the buried village when we enter Pharod's court. Do I need to talk to the guards? Let's do that archway. Thanks. He's in a foul mood as ever.
All right.
Interesting. I wonder what that purple stuff is. Pharod. Before you is an elderly man leaning heavily upon a crutch. His left leg is twisted, as if he tried to walk two directions at once and paid the price. His maggoty-colored skin is bunched heavily upon his skull and is flecked with liver spots. He is mumbling and smacking his lips as his eyes make a circuit of the room. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
Aha! The man's eyes light up as he hears your voice. "'Tisn't my steady crop of drink come to Pharod's waiting arms again? Greetings, corpse. Have you come to ask Pharod for another jaunt into the mortuary walls?" "Pharod, I've come for information. I've been told that you know something about me." Are the arrangements all in order? I don't know what those arrangements are, and I don't want to presume. Know something about you? Corpse? No. Yes? No. What is it? 'Tisn't a mummer's corpse. Fair corpse. Fair. Corpse? No time for games. No time for Pharod to play the wheel. What are you asking such questions for? I have forgotten myself, and I was told to seek you out, that you would know something about me. Eh? Who told you such a thing? No one told me exactly. There were these tattoos on my back. They told me to seek you out if I ever forgot myself. So little said, so much told. You have a feeling that Pharod is dissecting you like a corpse on the slab. I know much you would know. Much, yes. Much indeed. Pharod smiles slowly, the folds of flesh in his face peeling back like a curtain. What do you know of me? No, not free. The question you ask. Much I can tell you, but the telling has a cost. Go on. This village is not all that lies buried beneath Ragpicker's square. Yes. Chambers, vaults, corridors, filled with the dead, all asleep in their coffins. Somewhere in those halls, somewhere there lies something misplaced. Something mine. What is it? A small thing. A trinket, such a trifle. As Pharod speaks, his words start echoing, as if two people were speaking. You know you've heard them before, from your own lips. It's a sphere, made of bronze. Ugly. Feels like an egg to the touch. It smells of rotten custard. Am I right? Yes. How much do you hide from me, corpse? Did you return to see if I remember what it is I want? Do you know where this sphere is? Why don't you get one of your collectors to search for it? Because the corridors need no more dead than this village. Strong, fast, clever. These are qualities my villagers do not have. They go below, they do not come back. Perhaps the dead will welcome their own, That is what I think, corpse. Do you know where this sphere is? Ah, and why do you suppose I ask you to look for it, corpse? I do not know where it is. I know it's buried deep, far deeper than any villager has ever gone. It may be in the catacombs where the waters run deep. Deep. Very well, I'll do this, but I want to know what I'm buying with this trinket. There's lots of knowing rattling around in my brain box. One of them is this bit of wisdom. Everyone wants something, whether they know it or not. There is much I know about you, much that you would want to know. I doubt you could tell me anything of value. I've learned another priceless bit of wisdom for you. I give it for free. A man is often wrong about a great many things, and a dead man is one who has been wrong one too many times. Much do I have to tell you. Fine, I'll find this sphere for you in exchange for what you know. Very well. A deal struck, a deal made. A sphere for a peek inside my brain box. Now, corpse, there's no time to waste. Go to the gate at the south and east and tell those slumbering fools to open it for you. Make haste, make haste. I have other questions.
Updated my journal.
Come, corpse. Time's short, and so is my patience. When you greeted me, you said something about taking a jaunt to the mortuary. What did that mean? You tell me, corpse. Perhaps the dusties that live there are more to your liking than some sweet-bosomed wench. most forgiving of the Dusties to let you stride in and out of there as you please, considering you don't have the decency to stay in the dead book. I wanted to get in, but why?
Updated my journal.
Corpse, you were so bent to get in there, now you spilled that you don't even know what's wise you wanted it. Sometimes it's a wonder why the planes turn. When I woke in the mortuary, I was missing a journal. Do you know where it is? A journal you had when we spoke last? Has it lost itself? These eyes have not seen it, but keep them peeled. I will. I would love to read such a magnificent work. I once heard tale of a man named Pharod, a king of rags. Pharod's left eye widens, though you can't tell whether he's doing it or whether the folds of his skin are just peeling back. That's so. Sigil be a berg of tales it is, but any tale involving Pharod can't be one those ears would want to hear. Become a tale teller, have you? The tale's a strange one. It tells of a man of position and wealth who had everything, then discovered he had nothing. Are you certain you wish to tell this tale, Corpse? Maybe you won't be liking how it ends, eh? The man was such a liar, a cheat, that he twisted himself into a corner, discovered that when death would come for him, it would take him to a terrible place. He was determined to avoid such a fate, so he desperately looked for a way out of it. He would cheat fate as he cheated others. He found an answer, or he found a place to look for the answer. He was told to search the trash of Sigil for that which would let him escape his fate. Now, Pharod, perhaps you can tell me how the story ends. It has no ending. Not for I. Now a tale do I have for you, Corpse. Very well. Pharod's finger lashes out at you, bent like a herder's crook. A corpse comes to Pharod's court, ripe with stench and promises, claiming he would find that which Pharod needed. But what does he bring? Nothing. Promises broken, Corpse. Do you deny it? Say that you do, for it means that you've lied to me, and I will die because of it. I'm searching for it, Pharod. When I find it, I will bring it. No promises have been broken. Lies that lead to the death of another are the blackest thing. You'd best keep your word, Corpse, or the plains will grind you like a miller's wheel. I'll keep that in mind. I heard you have a wealth of bodies, Pharod. Where do they come from? Does a mage tell the secrets of his craft? So it is with the collector. Perhaps I will tell you, but you must promise that is for your ears only. Are you comparing yourself to a mage, Pharod? I think you're insulting the craft. Collecting is as much a skill as any petting mageling can hold a copper to. Pharod, finding a bunch of bodies and selling them can hardly compare to the study of magic. Was it not skill that found this place? It took sense to find it, it did, and it took sense to make the most of it. The buried village? What's the secret?
Updated my journal.
This village is not all that lies buried beneath Rackpicker's square. Go on. Chambers, vaults, corridors, places black as pitch, filled with weeping stones and the precious dead, all asleep in their coffins. Sleeping. Where do they come from? Corpse, everything dies. Life is so short, but death lasts forever. Many people, many deaths. Such a waste for their deaths to be useless in a Dusty's arms. What do you mean?
Updated my journal.
Not all the dead that goes to the mortuary gate is fed to the furnace, Corpse. The Dusties bury some of them in the city bowels, under the village. So near, so close. In such a place, I would have been a fool not to see the opportunities. So you rob the catacombs of the dead, and the dustmen place there and sell them back to the dustmen, and they bury them again. These catacombs are as deep as a Dusty's pockets, as deep as the greed of a man. And the greed of a man is something that shall always be counted upon when naught else is left. Very clever, Pharod. Very clever. God. We were brought to this king of rags. And I expected so much. And he's nothing. He's a bum hug. He's nothing compared to us.
All right.
We see a burly man with a slack jaw. The spark of intelligence is in his eyes, little more than a brief flare. Who are you? He blinks. Who are you, Ojo? I had some questions. What are you doing? Ojo talk. Begins massaging his hand. Examine his hand. What happened to your hand? Bit. Who bit you, Ojo? A man in wall. There's a man in the wall? What does the man in the wall look like? Small, red eyes, hairy. He sounds like a rat. Alright. I had some other questions about the man in the walls. What does he say? Tells about crying stone place. Tells stories. I tell stories too. Stories about what? Alright then. What wall is he in? You notice a small hole in it. Upon closer examination, you see that the hole is ragged, as if it's been chewed out by a rat. It looks like it was chewed on by a rat. I had some other questions. Tell me about the catacombs. Not talk strangers. Tell me about the buried village. Not talk to strangers. Okay, Ojo. It's a man talking to a rat who lives in the walls. Okay. There seem to be a lot of little houses down here. Bar. He's truly huge. It's obvious he was chosen for this job for his brawn and his brains. Pharod gave me his leave to go down to the catacombs. I need you to open the gate. And go on, Burke, and don't waste our time. Oh no. There goes a cranium rat. I do not need a human skull. The corpse is fairly fresh, within the last couple of weeks or so anyway, and large parts of it have been gnawed away by rat teeth. The forehead skin in the corpse looks like someone really brained this poor sod. You nudge it with your toe and it flops around bonelessly. Nothing useful here. The corpse lies motionless. No amount of prodding or poking induces it to say or do anything. Guess it's not a zombie then. Oh no, the cranium rat. Don't do this to me. How many are there? An antler axe. That's pretty cool. Cool, not useful, but very cool. Oh, okay. I got crit by a ghoul a little bit. I'm fine. Dear God.
Balance in all things.
Okay. Alright, assholes. Nope, we can't let them congregate.
Gone.
The Karok sings true.
Die. Damn.
Okay, problem solved. Mission accomplished. Rats dealt with. But there was a ghoul over here. Yup, alright. I'll take the hits. I can take it. A gold ring. No amount of prodding. Guess it's not a zombie then. Carved face drips with humidity. Appears to be weeping. The crypt of the embraced. The shattered crypt. I don't know. I'd like a little bit more guidance before I start opening crypt doors. That sounds like a really, really fucking bad idea, you know. Bandages. What the fuck was that? Oh, there's more of them over here. Oh god, there's a fuck ton of them. Lesser Vargoyles.
The Karok sings true.
They don't seem to hit very hard.
You see that?
Not too bad. Nothing we couldn't deal with. But I did not have many clot charms, and I'm already running out.
I'm gone.
This face like the passage beyond appears to have been defaced in some sort of earthquake or explosion. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Damn. Damn.
We got magic weapons. We are strong as fuck. We are not too far away from leveling up. A claw. I cannot identify it yet. The Crypt of Dismemberment.
Right.
Well, let's not go that way, shall we? As you pass one of the twisted stone faces in the wall, it calls out to you in a creaking voice that sounds like the shifting of boulders. Immortal, regard me. I am Glyve. I would have words with you. How did you know I'm immortal? I see a burning purpose within you. I see many things in the falling dust of these tunnels. You lack something essential, and that keeps you from death's sweet embrace. What did you want to say to me? Listen, this place holds much danger for you. Treachery awaits you on the surface, and your way is long and winding. At the end you will find what you have sought, but you may not want it then. Are you some sort of oracle? Oracle? No, I observe. That is all. Perhaps you can answer some questions I had. How did you come to be in this situation? I was once a respected leader of my community in the lower ward. A petty lord sought to increase his power at the expense of my people, my friends, my relatives, and friends and I spoke against him. And then what? And then he captured us, one by one, and bound our spirits and senses into these screaming faces under the ditch, where all filth and sigil comes eventually. And then he let the polluted waters above flow through our mouths and noses and eyes. Is there anything I can do to help? I am cursed to remain here until fresh water passes down my lips. There is a magical flask of water in the drowned nations. Bring it to me and give me a taste of it, and I shall tell you of someone who can help you unlock its full potential, and you shall never lack for water again. Where's this flask?
Updated my journal.
I do not know. There was an artist named Chad who frequented these tunnels. He knew. Find him, and he may tell you. How do I get there? Through the dead nations, where the dead walk and rule, or through the warrens of thought, where many as one holds sway. Neither is without its risks. Dead nations. The dead have achieved life in their own way. They rule a portion of these catacombs. They struggle with many as one for the heart of them. Tell me about many as one. You have heard of cranium rats? When they gather, they become more powerful. A shared mind. They and their servants, were-rats, seek mastery of these undertunnels. They war with the dead nations. Tell me more about the catacombs. They were carved eons ago to house the dead of the city who do not wish the tender ministrations of the dustmen. They have become the refuse ground of the city, where dwell monsters barely seen, where humans prowl like scavengers among the scavengers. Many as one patrol these tunnels, and has turned many against their natures. The dead nations prowl as well, guarding against the depredations of the humans who come among them. Some other questions? Alrighty then. I will do my best to give him a hand. The Mosaic Crypt. Well, let's keep going in a circle. Oh, a rogue zombie.
Damn.
Did you see that?
Holy shit. Oh, these poor bastards. They seem to be pretty mindless, so, you know, what happens, happens. Sandy-haired collector's corpse is covered with the nasty bites. Ugh. The dead man's neck still rises as if we're trying to twist itself off his body. That's interesting. That's a thing. That's a thing that I recognize. I know what that means. Oh, no, 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 no. Holy shit.
I'm gone.
6 damage. That's a hell of a fucking bite. A smiling bottle? The tears of sorrow. Elysium's tears. By throwing this bottle at an enemy, their wrath can be unleashed. Okay. What's my lore score now? 32. I know stuff. Oh no. We can't contract lycanthropy, but this is where the game can get a little difficult. Were-rats are vulnerable only to
I'm gone.
to magical weapons. So if you don't have any, get fucked.
The Karok sings true.
That's what makes the Ingress's teeth and the Viper's teeth so valuable for Mort, as well as having a magical weapon of our own. The Bone Dagger is more than enough. It is enchanted. It's a magic weapon. I'll take what I can get. Ooh. We're not out of embalming fluid yet, boys. I would personally rather treat with the dead than cranium rats. So next time, we will enter the Dead Nations. Good night, everyone.